guys, welcome back to the channel. And as you guys saw, today we're gonna be installing the carbon fiber steering wheel from Dyna Performance. Big shout out to the guys over there for making this happen. And not only do I have the steering wheel, I also have the M Performance trim that you guys saw. So all of these are actually made by Dyna Performance. I know there's a lot of companies who source different parts when it comes to trims from like different places. But the guys over at Dyna Performance, they actually, everything gets built over there. So if you guys are interested in getting a set for your car, I will have them linked in the description down below. And guys, they don't just make them for F series, they make them for all kinds of cars, Mustangs. I've seen, I think, Mercedes, a few BMWs. So whatever you guys are interested in, just hit them up and they'll be in touch with you guys, and you can give them all the details that you guys want. Once again, thanks to you guys at Dyna Performance. This is gonna look so good. At first I was just gonna be installing the steering wheel, but then I decided to just go ahead and get the whole complete set. And not only am I installing this today, obviously if I'm gonna be doing all this work, I might as well go ahead and get the red M2 M1 buttons. So this is just gonna be a entire combo while we're at it. And also we need that extra 20 horsepower, so the red push start button. These were actually off of Amazon. These weren't from Dyna Performance, so I'll have those linked in the description down below. It's a nice deep red. I'm not sure if there's a difference on the red, but I like the way that this one looks, so I'll link them down below if you guys are interested. But yeah, so I'm not going to be doing a tutorial because there's plenty of videos. I'm actually going to be using, I believe Keys has one. So I'm just going to be going off by his video. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too hard, but I'm just going to give you guys a little preview kind of explanation what the process of this steering wheel was. So I mentioned that this steering wheel was actually for my F30. So luckily I ended up going with the gray because I knew that I wasn't going to stick around with the yellow for that much longer, the yellow that I had as an accent. Because I was actually thinking about maybe wrapping the car a different color, why not? But I wanted to go with something that was neutral. Also, the seats that I was going to be getting for the F30, or that I had for the F30, had gray stitching. So I asked for them to make the stitching gray. And this was actually matching the stitching on the competition seats that I had. Same thing with the stripe in the middle. And I wanted to go with something neutral just in case later on down the line I decided to change the colors. So it was either between gray or white, and I chose to go with the gray. So the gray is actually going to tie in together on everything that I have planned for the future. So I just kind of made things work. Obviously, I had to keep this in mind that the steering wheel was gray. So everything that I'm planning ahead is kind of supposed to bring everything together. I mean, I see no flaws in the steering wheel. It feels really nice. I did carbon fiber on the top, carbon fiber on the bottom. But I did go with the flat bottom myself, so it just gives it a sportier feel, and the leather feels really nice. I decided to keep, a lot of people do Alcantara or the perforated leather. I just wanted to go with the original, I forgot what it was called, but the plain leather, just to kind of match the factory steering wheel. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how the current setup looks like. That way so we can get a shot of the before and after. Alright, so here's a shot of the stock steering wheel. And then the only difference between the M cars and the F series are that the stitching is actually different. So you get the red, dark blue, and the light blue on here for the M cars. And then for the regular F series, I believe you just get black or whatever stitching your steering wheel comes with. I think some of them are white or gray. I'm not too sure, but yeah, with this it's pretty much the same thing, same setup as all the other cars. So let's go ahead and get to work.
Friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night, yeah. I go hard day and night, 1 to 1, no surprise, see the hate in their eyes.
Alright guys, so here's the carbon fiber one and the stock one. So now all I have to do is switch the buttons over to this side, get all the wiring over on this side. The only difference is that this one is not going to be heated. This one does not have the heated function. Whenever I ordered the steering wheel, it was actually, like I said, it was for my F30, and the 335 did not have a heated steering wheel. So I didn't ask for it, but Dyna Performance does have that option. So if you do want to keep your heated steering wheel functions, you can let them know it is a little bit extra, but obviously, I mean, you still get to keep a heated steering wheel if you guys are really going to be needing it, especially for those of you that are up north. Right here, it doesn't really get that cold for too long, so there's really no need for me to have a heated steering wheel like that. I mean, even at this point, I barely use it. I think I've used it maybe twice. But yeah, let's go ahead and get everything transferred over.
My brother's blood money bleed. I got the game in the squeeze. What would you do for some green? What would you do for some blues? Go pick and choose the family the cheese. Some people not built like that. Some people get killed like that. Pressure like water, lights, mortgage. I've been at bills like that. Now I got kids like that. No wonder why I feel like that. Some people go to war for nothing. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Where my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart. I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night. Money on the line, keep calling. Money on the books, need all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. What would you do for a win? What would you do for your friends? What if this life is a foe? What if it all is pretend? What if you roll to the end? What if you started again? This is real life, not a game. I fight my battles to win. But some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Where my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart. I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night.
Alright, so we're finally done putting it together. It took me a little bit longer than what I expected, just because obviously, I mean, this is my first time doing the steering wheel and I was being as cautious as I could. But anybody can do this. If you're a little bit handy, don't be afraid to try this yourself. Just take your time and don't be afraid to watch videos just to double check your work. And that's what I had to do. I had to go back and check a video, make sure I had everything put on correctly. I almost messed up with this little tab. I was about to let it be setting too high, so that would have become an issue if I ever needed to take the steering wheel out, because I wouldn't be able to access the little clip that releases the airbag. So I'm glad that I was able to go back and double check, make sure that the piece was sitting on correctly. And this is for the paddles. So double check your work, guys, and then you should be okay. So this looks way better now that everything's put together. I'm really digging the red buttons here. Obviously, that's what a lot of people tend to do. You can do blue. I've seen yellow, but I really like the red. Obviously, I'm gonna do red just because of my interior. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the last part taken care of, and that's to put the steering wheel on. Alright guys, now for the final piece. Also, I do want to mention that I'm kind of curious to see if I'm going to be getting a code for not having my steering wheel plugged in. From my understanding, I shouldn't be getting a code. Well, not an obvious code that's going to pop up, but you are going to be getting like one of those hidden codes. So whenever you happen to scan your car, you might see a code then about the steering wheel. But aside from that, it shouldn't affect anything at all. Alright, got the airbag plugged in. Make sure that it's plugged in. And bam, we are good. Woo, this looks good. Oh yeah. Alright. So there we have it, guys. All new carbon fiber steering wheel. Man, that looks so good. Here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're missing the last final touch. I'm about to do that real quick. But this looks good. This feels good. Carbon here, carbon there. You gotta love carbon. One thing I do want to do is I want to get this piece in carbon, but I really want to do this in a gloss black. It kind of depends how I feel. Like I might get one and get it painted black. That way, so we can kind of match with this. So I don't want to do carbon all over the place. Obviously, I want to keep it very minimal. Or I'm also considering doing this in gloss black and this in gloss black. The ones that I've seen that come in carbon for this actually has the Alcantara piece right here, which I don't want. I want to keep the black piece right here. So I might just do black, gloss black here, gloss black here. That way, I mean, we already have the carbon here, carbon seat backs. Right, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, you guys get the point. Carbon trim. And yeah, I don't want to overdo it, but let me know what you guys think. Should I do this in carbon and then do this gloss black, or do everything in carbon, or do everything in gloss black? So yeah, leave your opinion in the comments down below. Whew. All right guys, let me go ahead and get this done real quick, and I'll show you guys how it looks. All right, here's a stock black one. Now let's go to red. And there's the red. The finishing touch. Oh yeah. The interior got way spicier. Yeah, this looks so good. I'm gonna start making some point of view videos as well, so you guys are gonna be seeing the steering wheel a lot more often. Obviously, I have to. I mean, when you have something like this, you just gotta make some point of views. The only thing is, I know some of you guys might ask. So my stock steering wheel is not for sale. I like to keep my stock parts. I learned a long time ago, whenever I was younger, that it's always good to keep your stock parts, because if you decide to sell the car, then it's a lot more trouble, a lot more hassle having to try to find some stock parts to try to sell some of your aftermarket ones. So keep your stock parts, guys. I know it's nice to have a little bit of extra money out of those stock parts, but then you never know when you're going to need them. Also, I decided to keep my factory paddles just because I like that they're made out of metal. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the aftermarket ones, the ones that are like double the size, that look like if you're flying a jet. To me, it's already the interior has a lot going on already with all the carbon and obviously the touch of red here and there. And I just think having the larger paddles is really not my thing. I want to keep it like this. I mean, in the future, I might consider the carbon fiber ones, obviously, because even though they are bigger, obviously they're still not going to be that noticeable. But I feel like this is the right amount of carbon for the steering wheel, just by getting this and obviously the carbon on it. I just think that these suit the car well. Also, I mean, it's got like a little nice touch of silver. I decided to do this silver instead of carbon just because everything else is silver. I'm not going to be covering all the silver in black, so I figure I might as well just kind of try to make it flow and everything. Yeah, I like it, guys. What do you guys think? This looks so good. And yeah, who knows what else. All right, my battery died, so let's try this again. I was saying that I was about to close out the video, and I just realized that I never turned the car on to make sure that there wasn't any error codes or to make sure that the car worked. Oh yeah, open up the garage so we don't die up in here. Yeah. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the steering wheel. I think it looks super good. I've always wanted a steering wheel, and whenever I got this, the plans of selling the car just kind of happened out of nowhere. And I've been looking at this steering wheel like here and there throughout all these months that it's just been sitting here at the house. So I've had this since October, and it's finally on the car. Dyna Performance, thank you guys for doing such a great job. Check them out, guys. I'll have the links in the description down below if you guys are interested in grabbing one. Like I said, if you are worried about losing your heating steering wheel, they can do it too. So check them out, hit them up, tell them I sent you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.